been more terrified for a book in my life, but we're gonna start Crescent City 3. I know that you guys have been messaging me nonstop asking me if I've read this book yet, and I put it off for over a month simply because, one, obviously it's huge, and if you guys can tell, I'm in a new space. Look how cute this is. This is like such a cozier vibe to read my books with like my bookshelf and my candles and all of that. But obviously because I have been moving, I just like really haven't had time to sit down, and this isn't a book. I mean, I've been reading, but this isn't a book I wanted to like pick up every 5 days. I know that once I start this, I'm probably going to be super unwell, but I think the reason I've been putting it off is because I don't want it to be over. Like, I have that feeling of starting a book that I know I don't want it to end, and I don't want to lose these characters and these people, and I just like, I have no idea. I'm so glad that I've seen 0 spoilers for this book. There will be spoilers in this reading vlog, so if you haven't read the book yet or you don't want it to be spoiled, just keep on scrolling, go away from here. But I'm really excited and I'm really scared. And I also, before I get into this reading vlog, I did just watch a TikTok, and it's like a slideshow, and it's a huge recap of all of the characters. And so if you guys are going to start Crescent City, I don't really know what order sometimes you guys watch these reading vlogs, but I will link the TikTok in the description of this video, and it shows you guys like all of the names and stuff like that, because I really needed a refresher since the last Crescent City, or since the last book in the series. So I read all of the details just now, so I'm like really getting locked in, and I'm very excited about it. But I'm like so scared. I don't know why I want to cry before I even start it. Okay, let's just go. Let me get my highlighter. I do have the Walmart version. The Walmart version I ordered, I actually bought 2. I bought the Barnes & Noble exclusive, and then I pre-ordered this one from Walmart because this one is supposed to have the Bryce, Asriel, and someone else. I can't remember, but I know this one has a Asriel, Bryce. Oh, it's Nesta, Asriel, and Bryce. Bonus chapter in here. Oh my god, I don't even know how I forgot about the Hind and like Rune. Oh my god, I forgot. I am really loving that this is starting with Lydia's point of view and like getting her thoughts about the whole situation, especially because I've been learning about her through Rune from the last book. So like, I love that we're gonna get this. I'm so like sad, but I'm also so interested to see how how is their relationship gonna work, because she's supposed to be like torturing him and getting information out of him and like hunt. Like, I just can't. I just forgot how badly everything ended in the last book. I'm only 11 pages in, but like, I just can't believe what I'm reading. Like, reading Recent's name with hers, I just cannot believe what I'm reading. Like, I'm almost in tears. I think I'm like unwell. Like, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, I'm on page 11. I think it's just because like, maybe because I haven't had A Court of Thorns and Roses. Like, I haven't had any ACOTAR characters in years, and so I'm like, oh my god, they're really here. Bryce having to like describe what like guns and missiles and like all of this stuff is from her world is like insane. Like, I'm overwhelmed at how different their worlds are and how much information they're gonna have to connect and catch each other up on, but I'm already loving it. Like, I'm literally only 30 pages in, and it's just like, it's all gonna make so much sense. I'm on page 50, and Bryce and Nesta are having their first interaction. I already knew that like them interacting together is just gonna be chaos, because they're both very strong personalities, and right now they're just kind of like bantering. They've just discovered that the tattoo that Bryce has is made, and so they're like trying to figure out what is going on. This is like so cool to see them putting the pieces together, because I'm also putting them together, but I also know more like from both sides. Obviously, I don't know, it's just like the concept of this I love. I forgot that they like stole this alpha wolf out of her tank in the last book. Like, I forgot so much stuff. This is what's so good about picking up a series and reading it. Like, I'm only 60 pages in right now, and there's so much action because it's like picking up from the last time. Like, it doesn't feel slow at all. Like, I am so in it right now, which is crazy, because like literally an hour ago I was like, oh, I don't even want to start it, like it's just too much, and now I'm like, oh my god, here we go. This is why I was scared to start, because I'm already so invested. The next chapter is Hunt's perspective. Oh God. Oh God. The way Hunt loves Bryce, like the way he's describing her, he's literally like, nothing else exists in this world except for Bryce. Like he said, his mate, his wife, his princess. Oh my God, I'm actually going to be sick. And he's just like being tortured, and he's like, you literally, like he's like saying how they can't like erase her from his mind like ever, and how he's just gonna like be tortured forever before he ever says like where she is or what she's doing or anything. And I just like, I actually can't. And I cannot wait till Pollux eventually dies. Like I know in this book he is going to get hit with the vengeance. I hope it's Lydia. I hope she does him in. If not, Rune better end him. Like I am just, because he is like one of the most despicable characters I have ever had to like interact with or read about. Like he's disgusting and I hate him. Lydia's trying to reach out to Rune like so many times. Oh my God. I wish Rune would just like let her speak to him. I mean, I know he hates her so much, but like she's just constantly trying to contact him. This is actually breaks my heart because I love them so much. Like I'm so sad. Day 2, I know I'm in the same outfit, but that's because this is the coziest little set that I have. And I don't want to change out of it. I just want to be here in this set on this couch. Bryce's decisions like stress me out so much. So she's still being held captive by like Reese and all of them. And there's a big pit that's under her. And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to teleport into it. I'm just like you literally hear monsters and hissing. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to teleport down there. See if I can get out. Dang, she jumped into the pit. She gone, y'all. She's in the pit. I don't know what's gonna gobble her up. Well, I mean, she's not gonna die, but like, I don't know what's really gonna be down there. What is she gonna discover? I wish I could just tell her that Reese and them are like normal and they're not gonna kill her. Like probably, obviously. But I'm like, her escaping their like prison and stuff like that, and then like me knowing their personalities, like it's just like, it's too much. I love the crossover. Like I'm gonna say that 100 times in this vlog, but like, it's just so good. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Nesta just went and found her, and they're just like in the tunnels together, like them on a mission. So good. Sarah J. Maas, they just ran into the Midgard worm, and Bryce is like Midgard, and I'm like, oh my God, the connection, the way that's connected, like I don't understand. Also, the fact that like Bryce is terrified, obviously she's never seen a creature like this, like the worm that Feyre killed is like insane. And also like Nesta and them, it's just like shows how iconic Feyre is. Like she just slayed it like nothing, which is insane. Nesta said, if we encounter something that wants to eat us again, don't stare at it like a startled deer, either run or fight. And Bryce said, I've been doing that my entire life. I don't need a lesson from you about it. And Nesta said, don't make me risk my neck. Like they're just like going back and forth. Like, of course, because both of them like have to have the last word, and they're so sassy. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm like not happy, but I'm so excited because Adis and Apollon, whatever, the two princes of like hell, they are speaking to Hunt, and Hunt is just realizing like Bryce never even made it there, and he's like, where is she? And now both of the princes are like, wait, she could possibly be where the star guided her, but obviously they're not going to tell Hunt because he's going to be like tortured. But like, oh my God, now they're about to find out where Bryce is, and I'm so intrigued. Then I'm like, can the princes of hell, like can Adis and Apollon, can they go, Apollyon, I don't know his name, can they go to Valaris, or where Bryce is, and get her? I don't know. They're continuing to watch Hunt for when the time comes, and Hunt said to do what? And they said, what you were born to do, to accomplish the task for which your father brought you into existence. Because we know that Hunt is like completely different than all of them. I forgot what I highlighted in the last book of like what he is, but it has to do with like the thunder and all of that. I am obsessed with the Hind. Like I was obsessed with her in the last book. Like truly, I was so in love with her. And now I'm like even more obsessed. I am so obsessed with her. Like, I don't know what she's about to do, but she's about to literally, I don't know, she's about to manipulate this in the best way possible. It's just that they don't know that she's Day. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Or maybe they do. I don't remember. I don't think that they know. For a second, I was thinking that whatever tunnel Nesta and Bryce are in right now would lead to a gate. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't know, like maybe they do have a gate in their world that they don't know, because I don't know what her star in her chest could be like taking her to, but I'm so interested to find out. I love Sarah J Maas's mind. Like, she just told them that she's Agent Daybright. Oh my God, they literally don't believe her. Oh wait, Ethan said she smells like Rune. The tea. Oh my God, she's so defensive of Rune, and like I love it. Like, even though he's not even speaking to her, like she's like, I would never do anything to hurt him. Like, I'm trying to help him. I'm just like, I love her. I love her so much. They're looking at all these carvings that are in the wall in this tunnel, and I think they're talking about Throne of Glass. Like, the way this book is seriously going to bring tears to my eyes, because like I miss, like, look at me. I miss these characters so much. It's like making me so unwell. It's making me so unwell. The way that Sarah J Maas writes like scenes that have like torture and just like stuff like it's so detailed and disgusting, but it has to be, I think, for you to like grasp the reality that they're in, or like how bad it is. But like it is so gross. Like the way she's describing Rune and Hunt and them just like crawling through their, you know, blood and poop and all of this stuff. Like, it's just like disgusting, but like has to be said. But I feel nauseous. Bryce is seeing Azriel's scars. I also love like her just like addressing them right away. It's so weird because like in ACOTAR they don't ask Azriel a lot of questions, or they're not super blunt with things, just because he's like so weird and he just like doesn't open up. And she's just like, oh wow, like you have scars on your hands. Like she's just like acknowledging them. I don't know. It's so interesting, obviously, because she's not accustomed to his personality or how they talk to him. And it makes me so sad. But they're all bonding right now. Nesta, Azriel, and Bryce. And if this whole thing, like this thing, or one of these things is the bonus scene, I'm like, how are you guys not getting this in other books? Because I'm like loving this right now. All right, Lydia is getting everything in place to get her man out of there. He like won't even look at her, won't even think about her, which like I understand, but she's doing everything in her power. Like she's so in love with this man. Also, I love that it's jumping from all of their different perspectives. It really reminds me of Throne of Glass, because it's like how the tandem read was, or how Kingdom of Ash was, when it's like 6 different groups of people working on like one goal, but they're all doing like very important things. That's exactly how this is, but it's done so well to where it's not confusing. I'm not a dual timeline girl. Like I hate reading books like that. And this isn't technically dual timeline because it's going on. Like it's going on at the same time, but it's just a bunch of stuff. What is Bryce's problem? Oh my God. I'm trying to compose myself. Trying to compose myself and not go off on this girl, but like, why can't she let them help her? She's been leading this worm to them the entire time. Like they're literally like bonding. Like I'm over here thinking they're bonding, and the worm is trying to. Also the fact that like Bryce doesn't have the powers that they have, so her setting all of this up, it's like, for what? Like you literally can't defend yourself without them. You couldn't have gotten this far without them, and you're gonna set a trap for them. Yes, but also like it makes sense. Like she's doing like what you would want, like, you know what I mean? Like you don't know these people, you're in another world. Like it makes sense, but I'm also like, yeah. Dude, like literally, can you not like try and kill my favorite people ever? Like this is getting ridiculous.
Correct. It's like so annoying. And
then I'm also like, I'm freaking out because the carvings on the wall are totally Throne of Glass, and so I'm like, oh my god, they're totally Throne of Glass. Like everything that she's describing, I'm like, these have to be like, she's like, yeah, there's like a palace that's really like high up on a hill, and they're doing this, and I'm like, yeah, that's literally Throne of Glass. It's the castle. It has to be, right?
Why are you a genius?
I'm just like reading this and I'm like, this is making sense. And also like while they're in here and they're doing all this stuff, there's like so much mention of iron. Like she's like, it smells like iron this and iron that. And I'm like, I just think that that's weird.
How do you pick up on that?
It's making so much sense to me right now. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want their like worlds to cross over necessarily. But like, I just want some like little mention of her or like some little something.
Yeah, like give us a cliffhanger at the end again where it's like,
yeah,
an alien was there.
Yes, like just, it doesn't even need to be like the way that like Nesta and all of them are interacting with her. I'm just like, oh, like I want like something. And so I'm like, you know what? These carvings are like enough, you know? Like I feel like they're kind of giving that. So I'm gonna like let them be that. I'm literally going to cry. First of all, Nesta using the mask is unhinged. She should not be allowed to do this right now. But the fact that the way that Azriel is getting her to take the mask off is by like reminding her of everyone who's waiting for her. And he's like, Nyx is waiting for you too. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Like Azriel comforting her, it says he's stroking her hair. Like I'm just not okay. And you know what's really whack is that all of that was because of Bryce. And her just like not trusting them. Like I can't. Bryce just got her phone back from Nesta and she's showing her hunt and she's like, this is my mate. And I'm just so emotional over it, especially because I'm like, Nesta and Bryce are kindred spirits. And like, she just has to get that. Also, her explaining what a phone is to Azriel and Bryce, like please, please. But they did just get to a door. So I'm so interested because this has been the whole point of all of these chapters, like where the light is leading her to. Oh, that tunnel led to the prison. Yikes. Ethan is about to fight in the pit and I don't know who he's fighting, but I'm really scared to find out. He's making her fight the wolf that he literally went and rescued. What's her name? Sigrid something? Wait, he said she looks like Rhysand's sister. Oh my god, there's just too much going on. It's like I read one chapter and Bryce and them are like going through all this chaos. I read another chapter. Lydia's working out these plans. Next paragraph, it's back to Ethan fighting for his life. Like this is so much and I'm literally like 200 pages in. It's insane. I'm getting so much history and backstory in this book right now. I am stopping tonight on page 204, chapter 20. I am 25% through the book, which I feel pretty good about that. And I know I'm gonna have a lot of time to read this weekend, so I'm really excited. And I'm just, I love the way things are falling into place and the way everything is making sense. I feel like I'm gonna have to reread the current chapter I'm on, where Bryce is basically like looking at the hologram and it's explaining the entire story of like how they went to Midgard and stuff like that. There's so much information. I'm still not even through all of it, but I'm gonna have to reread that. I just am gonna have to stop tonight because I keep wanting to keep reading because I'm like, oh my god, there's so much happening, but like I feel like I'm never gonna get to a point in this book where like I will feel comfortable stopping. I just have to stop. We're on to day 3 of reading Crescent City. I've got my little highlighter. It's so weird hearing them like describe this other world of Fae and saying that they're like shapeshifters and they have canine teeth and all of this stuff. And I'm like, that's literally Throne of Glass. Like those are the type of Fae that are in Throne of Glass, but not in any of these books. So crazy. Baxian or whatever, the Hellhound is biting. He's biting Roan's hand off. I can't. I like forgot that everything like grows back, but I'm just like, what? Oh my god, like it describing it as a crunch, like I'm sick. Ethan just killed the alpha wolf, which like I'm so shocked by. It's just like all of that work and saving her and getting her out. It's like for this to happen, she can't really be dead. I don't know because it keeps jumping back, so now I'm back to Bryce. But like, she can't really be dead because I'm just like, there's just so much work to just have her die. Wait a minute. Thea's daughter is is it Rhysand's mom? Is that his mom? It says, I will spare you the details of how I came to wed a High Lord's son. Of the years before and after, he became the High Lord of the Night Court And I, his lady, he wanted me to be a high lady as the other lord's mates were, but I refused. I had seen what power had done to my mother. Yet, when my first son was born, and when the babe screamed and the sound was full of night, I brought him... Wait. Is she talking about Azrael? Wait, I'm so confused. I brought him to the prison and keyed the words into his blood. No one knew that the infant, who sometimes glowed with starlight, had inherited it from me, that it was the light of the evening star. What? Oh my God. I am like so shook. So that's Reese's bloodline. That is where he came from. Which obviously we knew there was like some connection between Bryce and Reese because Rune looks just like Bryce and she's like, oh my God, they're literally twins. But wow, that is so crazy. Oh my God. All right, we're back to Hunt. Well, Pollux and them just walked in and them trying to escape. So this is about to be hellish. Two best friends in a room. They might kiss. I'm so nervous I can't speak.
Keaton's like crying over here.
Okay, so I'm picking up Crescent City once again. I'm about 300 pages in. A lot has happened since I last spoke to you guys because I was gonna do like a big recap here, like thoughts on what's happened so far. But Nat's also reading Crescent City on her Kindle and she's ahead of me. So I thought I'll read here and live react with Nat because I'm getting really nervous.
Like every 10 minutes I'm like, okay, where are you at now?
Because,
okay, what about now?
Which is really scaring me. That means something not good is gonna happen. Like I actually feel sick just like thinking about what I think is gonna happen. Okay, whatever. Bryce is back in the world, okay? She's back. She left Azrael and Nesta, which was insane. She just like is mentally insane for doing what she did. I just can't get over it. Like it just like irks me to no end that just the way she was treating them. It's disrespectful.
I just hate being an outsider and looking in and being like, no, they're amazing and you get along with them and like,
yes.
If you knew them, you'd be besties.
But also, I get why Bryce was doing what she's doing.
Well, yeah.
Like, obviously not listening to them. Like, she's got to get back. And also, like, her little, like, last line to Nesta, like, Nesta was like, you're just like them. And then she's like, love will do that to you. Like, she's like, I got to get back. So, like, I get it. Lydia has just got Hunt, Rune, and Baxian or whatever out of the dungeon, which was the most iconic thing ever. She just had the sprites like blow up all of this stuff, which I'm just like so excited about. Like I just like love the way she facilitated everything.
I love sprites.
I do too. I think they're like they're
little rolls of fairies.
Yeah, like their roles and everything are always so good, and I love it. Okay.
The drama.
They're ready to go, but Lydia was like, I'm just gonna drop you guys and run for my life. But Mordok is after her and they're about to get her. And because like Rune is like, please save her. We have to save her. Which the whole time he's been ignoring her, telling her bye, like F off. I don't want to talk to you. And then now if this is it, I swear on my life, like I might puke.
Keaton's also a little twat bag and like skips ahead and looks what's going on.
Sometimes if I'm too anxious, like if I'm like, is it gonna happen? Like, are they gonna happen? Like, I'll like literally skip like 5 pages and like see if I can find something that has their name.
Just so annoying.
Like, I'll skip to see if their name is still in the chapter to see if they're like I do spoil it for myself, but it's because I will be so upset. Like with Az and Nesta, I was like going a couple chapters to be like, she didn't kill them, right? Like I remember being like, no, they're not dead, right? And then I'm like, no, they're still speaking. They have dialogue later. They're good. But I haven't done that. Like Nat, she's not dead. She's not dead. I swear to God.
What did it just say?
It says that she's dead or that she died. But she's not dead.
It says she's dead.
It says she let out a choked bloody laugh as she died. She's not dead. I swear to God, like, I literally. That's not real. I'm not reacting to that. Like, until she is in half or, like, decapitated.
Okay.
No. She can't be. Because, you know, Darian is coming to get her.
Right.
Because she just jumped off the cliff.
Yeah.
And she's just been shot.
But what if she's dead?
No. No, like if she's dead, I refuse this until I literally have like a mourning grave
like a
moment.
Funeral?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't accept this.
Okay.
Nat and I had to go to dinner and So I had to pause. I stopped reading because I knew that like if I read the next 5 pages, like I needed to read like the next 80. So I'm gonna pick up the book right now because it's the next morning. Also, I didn't update, but Ethan is trying to get a necromancer or whatever to bring back the wolf heir, which that's why I had a feeling that like I was just like, I can't believe he just killed her like nothing. I really hope he's able to bring her back. Like I wasn't believing it because I was just like, I cannot believe like we spent all this work getting her and you just killed her like that. So hopefully he can bring her back. We'll see. I'm starting. I'm gonna be sick. Okay, so Lydia's now on the ship, but they're trying to like bring her back. He said she's flatlined twice. She's trying to heal herself. I'm so sad. I'm just so sad because there's so much unspoken between them. Like they have to talk. Oh, he said the last thing I said to her was that she was dead to me. Flynn said, I didn't realize you guys became so intense. And he said she did all this to save me anyway. Exactly. Even when he was like hating her. I just found out how Jezebel is like a sorceress. Basically her backstory, which is so interesting to find out that she was human at one point. So her magic has to be like completely different because Apollon gave it to her. So I'm assuming like that's why she's so powerful, which makes sense. Bryce just put her dad in shackles. Oh my god, she's getting out of here. Bryce is getting out. So she just put her dad in the shackles and she's like, I came here because I needed to like know all this knowledge. So I'm like so happy. And then Lydia's like, you know, hooked up to like a bunch of tubes and they're like trying to bring her back. And I'm like, please, like, I can't breathe. Now that she's getting out, I'm like, okay, go to your people. Like, I need all of them to be together.
Get there.
Get there. She's alive.
Record it, bitch.
I am. I'm so happy.
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
She's alive.
I can breathe. They're about to meet with the River Queen, all those people. They're about to have a conference.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for Bryce to just bust up in the middle of the meeting and just be there.
Do you think she'll kill her? Oh, you think Bryce is gonna show up?
Yeah. But Lydia has kids.
Crazy.
I'm a mother.
I'm a mother. No drama.
No drama. I'm actually so shocked because I'm scared to see who her kids are with. Like, I guess it would make sense if they were with Pollux because then that would explain as to why they're like hidden away.
Yeah.
You know? Because
like protect them?
Yeah, like she's like, you can't have anything to do with these kids. So she had to like hide them away. But that's actually so sad if she has kids with him. Like, I'm actually sick. And she just called herself a queen?
She is queen.
What is she the queen of? Is it just because she has power? I'm confused.
Just wait, because everyone's like, huh?
Like, she said, you'll have a third queen pissed at you.
Everyone's like, what do you mean queen?
You're the queen of what? And this Hunt had left his body. Me too. Literally same.
Relatable.
We went to the beach and read a little bit, and now I am back at the house and I'm reading. Because I can't put this book down, but I'm so heartbroken because Lydia and Rune just had like their first little like confrontation kind of, and he was just like, how are you feeling? And she's like, don't talk to me, because he just like wants to know about her kids, and she's just like, you literally said that I have a sob story and you don't want to hear it, so you don't get to hear it. She said you don't deserve to hear it, and I like love her for that because she's basically like, oh, now that I'm a mom, you actually feel for me that I did what I was supposed to do. But if I didn't have kids, like, I get what she's saying. I love Lydia and I love Rune, and I just like want them. I can't wait until they're able to figure it out. I'm waiting for Bryce and Hunt to like get together because I mean, like, they've been talking and having conversations, but I need them to have a moment alone, if you know what I mean. So I'm like waiting for that. And Ethan is still with Jezebel, and he's trying to find someone to bring back Sigrid. I don't know how to say her name, but like the wolf that he killed. So they just got to Morven's. They're meeting Morven for the first time, so they're gonna try and go to the archives and like see all of that kind of stuff. It's really reminding me of Throne of Glass, like the way it's like weird how in Crescent City where they're all from, it's like very like technology and all of that stuff. And so being where Morven is, where like all of the Fae are, it's like older, if that makes sense. Like it just seems like more, it seems very like Throne of Glass. Also, like I'm noting how like what really sticks out to me the most, and I could just be connecting things because I want to connect things because I love Throne of Glass so much, but like Lydia being a deer, like that being her form, and she also has like fire and stuff like that, and she's got the blonde hair, it like really reminds me of Aelin. And also, if I remember correctly, I think Aelin's thing, or like she would always look for the stag, like the stag was always like in the stars, like that's what she would look for in Throne of Glass. So like this being a stag that's like taking them and that being their symbol, it's very, very that, I don't know, it's all very interesting to me. But yeah, they're like meeting him right now, and I'm so shocked that Therian just jumped on the boat. I'm like, every decision he makes is so confusing. I also am just like, he's like a cat with 9 lives. Like everyone wants to kill him, but he just can't. He just keeps escaping all of them. It's like the River Queen, the Viper Queen, the Queen of the Oceans, like all these people like literally want him dead, and he's just like, next. Therian is marrying Flynn's sister. So stupid.
Someone in the book right now literally just said, Therian's apparent new wife is following us.
Like, you're marrying his sister. Mm-hmm. You're done. Like, you're actually done.
Like, okay, green card.
What? I guess, like, that serves a little bit of his purpose. Like, why did you even come on this trip?
I mean, this man's is wild.
He is out of control.
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's?
Cathona?
Oh, wow. Sigrid is back. Literally, it's that. I'll marry at the end of the next one. It took Asphyxia 7 hours and 7 minutes and 7 seconds to raise her. She's back. What is a reaper?
I don't really know.
But like, she's not a wolf anymore.
No, she's bad.
She's a reaper.
Yeah.
It seems like if you have to sew someone's head back on,
they might not be good.
Maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they shouldn't come back.
No.
Also, Flynn talking to Therian. I'm telling you, Keto, she is the worst. Talking about his own sister. Jeez. I took a small break because I'm reading another book right now, actually, but I'm on page 460 and I'm picking it back up. I really like this reading vlog because I'm so glad I got to talk about the book with Nat because she's ahead of me, so it just was so much fun. It's great to have like her commentary. I love being able to talk to friends while I'm reading and like have other people's thoughts about the book, which is why I do the reading vlogs in general, because it's like I just love to hear what other people think and share the whole like reading experience with someone. So anyway, Ethan just brought the wolf back and she's a reaper, so I'm trying to figure out what they're gonna do with that. They're going into the caves, they're gonna go into the archives and then the caves right now while they're on Avalon. So Avalon, I don't know how to say it, but I'm very excited, but I also feel like something insane is gonna happen over there, so I'm locking in and we'll see what happens. Oh, and Therian and the sister, what's her name, Sathya or something like that, they're sharing a room together for the first time, and it's just so funny, like this entire conversation they're having, and like Therian just like looked at her and he's like, I don't expect anything, and she's like, yeah, obviously, I literally just met you 5 minutes ago and now we're married. And so I'm just really excited to see how this plays out. Lydia putting Rune in his place. She said, you're a prince. Start acting like one. I'm obsessed. I love Lydia. Like, I love her so much. But I'm getting so tired of them not making up and not being together. It's so annoying. Me adding a little book tab on this page 486, because Rune just like made a move essentially on Lydia, and they were so close so close to being back in love, and then she just like stopped it, and I'm so pissed. Like I really need to find out who the father of her children are. Like I need them to have that whole conversation. Like she needs to, I feel like, say all of that first to him in order for them to like be back together and be in love. But like him asking her like, were you ever gonna come meet me? Like, I can't. Okay, back to the cave. Oh my god, I was not expecting this. They're in the caves and it's the Autumn King and Morven, and I'm like, how did they get here? How did they find them? I'm so nervous. This is not good. I feel like someone in this situation is gonna have to die. Like, I don't know if they can I don't think they can kill Morven. Maybe the Autumn King. I don't know. Okay, thank God. Pollux is not the dad of Lydia's kids. Her and Rune are like having this moment. She's telling him her whole story and I'm getting the whole story. I'm really hoping that they like are in love right here. But it is really sad, like hearing her story and but like they need this conversation, you know? The way I'm like literally about to be in tears. Like he's literally like, I'm yours, Lydia. Like oh my God, I actually like, I can't. I'm so obsessed with them. I'm sick. I'm like giddy. I'm so giddy that they're having this conversation 500 pages into the book. Like when people talk about a slow burn, this is what they mean, okay? Page 508, and here I am. I'm so confused at the argument that Hunt and Bryce are having. Like, it just seems, I'm so confused as to why they're even having this argument or why they're not on the same page. I'm a little bit more annoyed with Bryce. I don't know what I'm annoyed about. Bryce is telling Hunt, like, it's not good enough that you're just gonna go along with what I'm doing. And I'm like, I'm just so confused as to what he is supposed to do or how he is supposed to feel. And this fight just seems like pointless to me, honestly. I'm like, do they just need like some spice in here or what? Because this book is truly taking a lot of turns that I did not think that it would take. Like, obviously, I like being like surprised by like the plot and things like that, but it's like, this is not at all where I thought it was gonna go, and I'm really loving it. I am back in the comfort of my home. It's actually been quite a while. Well, it feels like a long time since my last clip that I filmed doing the reading portion of this. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I've been having a hard time. I've been having a hard time finishing this book. I'll be 100%, I didn't think I would feel like that, but like these last 200 pages that I have, I'm on page 628. I'm like really pushing through. I actually started tandem reading another series. I started reading the Ravenhood series. It's like Flock, Exodus, and then The Finish Line. I read all three of them in tandem with reading, like I've been reading Crescent City at the same time, obviously, and I finished all three of those because I just kept picking those up. And yeah, I don't know, I'm having a hard time finishing it. I am really enjoying it, but I'm just, towards the end, it's getting a little bit long. So I can't actually remember the last thing that happened, but I'm just gonna pop in and let you guys know what just happened. So I just figured out who Hunt's parents are, like who his dad is or whatever, how he was made essentially, which is really crazy. I also just had Bryce get the third, you know, ounce of power that she needed because there was like 3 different ones that she needed and she just got the third one. They're now going to the Northern Rift. They just got to the Northern Rift, so they're trying to open it up, which I think this is about to be like where it gets crazy. I always know the ending of books, like it's just always insane. Rune and Lydia are like finally mended and like being in love. Therian is still married to this random girl, and right now they're actually all splitting up and doing separate things. Whatever Ethan is doing right now with the witch, he's trying to get an antidote, which he now has, but he, like, it's not fully developed, and it's like unleashing like insane powers basically. So that's where I'm at right now. I think a lot more has happened from the last time I vlogged, but like, I don't know, that's where I'm at right now. So I am truly, like, I would love to finish this book today. And I hate the feeling of just reading to read because that's never how I feel with like any books by Sarah J Maas. I just feel like there's just like a lot going on right now. And I am interested to see when I upload this if any of you guys have felt that way while reading this book. It's not that the plot is not interesting. It's just, it does feel a little long, a little bit on the longer side. So I'm gonna continue to read and hopefully I can finish today or tomorrow. This is not good, you guys. The Prime just came out and said that Ethan is the new heir. This is not gonna be good. Like, there's just absolutely no way. Oh, Sabine snatched the sword. I knew it. Wait, she just killed him? Sigrid is drinking this man's first light. Oh, hell. This just took a turn. He just literally ate the sword. Wow. Sabine is finally dead. I've been wanting her dead for so many books. Rune just asked Lydia to be his girlfriend. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love them. I love everything about them. Oh. She just opened up the Northern Rift and it's Nesta. It's Nesta. Oh my god. I was wondering if there was gonna be any other interaction. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate how this is jumping all over the place. Like, she just literally said, hello, Nesta, and then it jumps back to the River Queen. I'm like, I don't care. Where is Nesta? I said, I'm not going to harm you or your world. And Nesta said, then why is there a giant portal in my living room? Oh my god, she's introducing Hunt to Nesta. She said, I need you to give me the mask. Wait, she's not gonna get it. If she uses it, can she give it back to Nesta? Like, there's literally no way Nesta's gonna give her this. Or I guess she has to. She said she'll give it back. Like, why would Nesta believe her? Nesta saying Recent is gonna come in here and like literally tear her apart. I'm done. Wait, she's giving her parents to Nesta? Oh, hell. Oh, hell. All right, she has the mask now. I'm like in shock. I can't believe she just gave them to Nesta and Recent. I'm dead. Oh my god. Oh god. All right, the harpy is here. They're gonna have to literally kill the harpy immediately. Therian ceases to amaze me. How does he always say the wrong thing every single time? Like, him trying to get the River Queen to work with him, he's like, I'll divorce my current wife and I'll go back with this one. Like, what are you doing? Like, actually, what are you doing? Because I thought him and Satya were like kind of gonna eventually be in love and like be together. And I'm like, you're blowing it. Oh, shoot. Celestina, that's her name. She's here with Naomi and with Isaiah. Oh my god, she has the mask on. I'm so scared for her to wear the mask. Like, oh god. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. So she can control the harpy because the harpy is dead and she can control the dead. Oh my god. Pollux has taken her sons. I'm gonna end this man if they don't get to him immediately. Like, I want Lydia to, the things I want her to do to Pollux, like, I want her to rip him to pieces. I cannot stand him. Oh my god. Hunt is losing it on this governor, as he should. I've been waiting for him to be like unhinged and have unhinged behavior, and that's what he's giving right now. Oh, the halo is gone. He removed his halo and Isaiah's. Wait, the Underking is like dropping bombs. He's talking about the world that he came from, and then he's saying it was a cauldron of life brimming with the language of creation. Erd, they call her here. And then he said, word, we called her in that old world, which he's talking about Throne of Glass. Pretty much. Oh my god! He just killed the Underking. Holy hell. They're just like literally killing all of the government. Like, they're like, you're done, you're done, you're done. They're all about to finally reconnect. The rift is finally open. Hunt is calling her his best friend. I'm so obsessed with them. Like, I'm so obsessed. They're really cute, actually. They've been kind of annoying me the last couple chapters because they keep bickering, but this is cute. Oh my god. Therian just found out his wife just left him, and he's like, wait, I'm actually sad about this because they're starting to have a relationship. They could be in love. And she left him to go save her ex-boyfriend. Like, what? Rune just shot Lydia in the leg. He just shot her in the leg. He just shot her in the leg. She said, I will never forgive you for this. I will kill you. What the hell is wrong with him? Why would he do this? Why would he do this? Like, I understand. He's like, no, she can't get herself killed. Like, I'm gonna do it. No! You're gonna shoot her in the leg while she's trying to get her kids? Oh my god. She just killed the first Asteri. Polaris. Like, I'm insane. The way that Sarah J. Maas writes this, like, the description of what I'm, like, envisioning in my head is so insane right now. Rune and Lydia are mates. Yes, Lydia has fire magic. I knew it because she has to be somehow related to Aelin. Like, in some kind of way. I knew she was gonna have some kind of fire. Oh my god, it's making so much sense. Her son's name is Brandon. Like, hello. Like, hello. I literally have 60 pages left of this book, and I'm in such an intense part right now, but it is time for me to go to sleep. So I'm finishing this in the morning. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight. I have so much on my mind. I have so much on my mind. I will resume tomorrow. It is the next morning and I literally just cracked my eyes open and I'm like, I am finishing this book right now. Like, I was having such a hard time going to bed last night, but it was past midnight, so I was like, I have to sleep. There's just so much going on. Like, Lydia, I'm just so happy about Lydia. I freaking knew this whole time. I swear I knew this in like the first book. Like in the second book, when she showed up as flames and all of that, I was like, she has something to do with Aelin. I am so happy that that's her power. Like, I'm obsessed with her. So she just like saved her sons, and then she told Rune, she was like, I'll forgive you for like shooting me in the leg, basically, if you get my sons to safety. Also, they're mates. Like, I can't. I guess like that makes sense, but I forgot that that was even a possibility with them. Like, I just completely forgot that that was even a thing. And now I'm just like so happy that it's confirmed. My issue right now is with Bryce, and there's just like too many things going wrong. Like, Ethan just broke the freaking vial of antidote that he was supposed to be giving them, and so he's on his way to her. Therian just busted through, but now Therian is shot, and I'm like, I feel like Ethan or Therian is gonna die. Like, one of them two is gonna be a goner. I really hope it's not Therian. That just makes me so sad, because Therian, like, he just wants to do good and he wants to help people, and he like has such low self-esteem and I just feel so bad. And also the sprites just like showed up on the battlefield and are like burning everything down, and I love it. I love the sprites, and I completely forgot about them, so I'm really happy that they're here. But now Bryce is really struggling with her power and like her energy and stuff like that. Like, Hunt is trying to help her, but we'll see. I just can't see her being able to manage what she did to Polaris 5 more times. Like, it's gonna need to be like something big that just like takes them out at once or something, because she's not going to be able to open a portal 5 more times. Rune has healing powers. He has healing powers. I'm so obsessed. He just healed Therian. I love that he's with Lydia's sons too. Like, I love that he's just with them. Also, her getting on her knees and begging Pollux, like, I hated that so much more than anything. She was so desperate. It made me so sad. Bryce, oh my god. Okay, Bryce is in the void. Hunt just went after her in Shahar's mech suit or whatever is going on. I'm like, this is insane. They're all holding the portal open for her. They're trying to get back. Oh my god. It's literally all of them. Oh my god. Okay. If she's dead, Rune, bring her back. Like, heal her, something. The mask needs to bring her back. Like, this cannot happen. Declan is saying like, no, she's dead. It's not gonna work. Oh my god, Flynn's praying and Hunt is like, stop praying. Like, she's not dead. Oh, it's the witch. Hypaxia or whatever her name is. She's here. I knew Jezebel was gonna come in and do something productive. I'm so happy it's her. Bryce is back. Like, she couldn't have died. I wouldn't have let her die. Like, I was in denial. Thank God I was, because Jezebel just traded her life. Does someone want to put Jezebel's ashes in a cup or something? It's crazy. I am dying at this interaction. She just went back to give the mask back to Nesta, and it's like they're eating chocolate cake. It's Nesta and Cassian, and the way Ember is just like referring to them like friends. Like, Nesta said, you have 1 minute before Reese gets here and explodes. And her mom said, oh, Reese will be fine, Cassian. Like, oh, you're best friends with them? Oh, you guys are besties and you're eating chocolate cake at the House of Wind? I'm gonna pass out. Nesta said, you brought them back. Did you think I wouldn't? She said, I don't know what I thought. Oh my god, her mom. I tried telling Reese and Azrael how there's no stopping you and you've got your mind set on something. And I think Feyre, Reese's mate, believed me. Like, I can't with this interaction. Lydia and Rune just moved into their apartment together, and they just had their little cheers, and now it's gonna go back to the den and we're gonna find out about the wolves. I'm interested to see if it tells why Perry like smells the way she smells. Like, is that Ethan's like mate? I forget if wolves have mates, but I'm like, that has to mean something, because he like kept mentioning that he doesn't think she took the antidote. So I'm hoping it's in this last page or so to explain why she's like that. I'm finished. I have so much to say. I have so much to say. Let me collect my thoughts. Here are my final thoughts on Crescent City, House of Flame and Shadow. So I did a little Googling after, because that's what I always do, because I wanted to know if this was the end of this series. I think in the beginning of this series, I was like, yeah, this is the last book in it. But it seems like there will be another, which I don't know why I thought it was only going to be 3. So I'm very interested to see what the 4th book will be. I hope in the 4th book we get more Rune and Lydia, but there's definitely a lot that's unfinished in it, or just kind of like left a little bit open, although they're side characters. So Therian and like the dragon just met, and that was his whole thing. And then he has his wife that he's married to, and then you've got Ethan, and like something is going on with Perry. I know I just mentioned I really wanted that to be like clarified, but it wasn't. So I'm assuming maybe Ethan and Perry are like a vibe. I don't know. I'm like so confused. But either way, I do think there's going to be a 4th book from what I've gathered looking on the internet, but I try not to read into too many theories. Like I skipped past everything for Crescent City because I was trying to not spoil anything for myself, and I really wanted to think for myself, and I'm really glad that I have this reading vlog to look back on, because I know so many of like my thoughts and my theories were all over the place, but I'm very happy with how this ended. My rating for this book is a 4.5. So it's still one of my favorite series that I've ever read by Sarah J. Maas, but I'm gonna explain why I'm giving it a 4.5 instead of 5 stars, because there's a couple things. It's easier for me to name the things that I didn't like than the things that I did like, so that's what I'm going to start with first. One, I did feel like there was a bit of a lull period. There was like a lot going on. I felt like she was giving Kingdom of Ash in a sense where she was trying to make all these people go and do a bunch of different things and then connect there at the end, which they totally did, but I felt like I didn't have, for me personally, other people feel differently, I didn't have enough of emotional connection to some of the things to where it didn't pull at my heartstrings enough as maybe I needed it to. What I really loved was the ending with Nesta and like her getting her parents from them and them having that relationship. I thought that was really cool how she tied them in. I think that maybe I was a little bit disappointed in the beginning of the book when it was just such a small interaction with Azriel and Nesta and Bryce, because people, like when you read the theories online, it hypes up so much and it's like, oh my god, like Rhysand and Aelin and all of them are gonna come and they're gonna save this planet, and it's like, I think those like put such crazy thoughts in your head that when you're reading, you're expecting things to be wild. But I actually really liked their interactions in this book. I like how they wrapped it all up, how she gave them back the Truth Teller and the Star Sword and all of that stuff. So I really enjoyed that about this. I did feel like there was some lull periods. There was a lot of like plot lines that I just felt kind of like dragged out. For example, like even with the whole like antidote thing, I already said this, but like it really just, it rubbed me the wrong way that like Ethan's entire plot line, the entire book was just like him trying so hard to save Sigrid, or whatever that wolf's name is. He was trying so hard to save her, and then in the end it just literally didn't matter at all, and he was working so hard to do all of that, and you're just reading about that, and then at the end it just literally doesn't matter. Not that it completely doesn't matter, but like then she was just a reaper, and then like that was it. So like maybe in the next book it will be something else and it will have more meaning, but in this book I was just like, I'm reading so many chapters about Ethan and the witch, and it's not even like, it's just not even relevant. And then the whole thing about like, we've got to bring Bryce the antidote and we've got to bring Hunt the antidote, and then it's like, oh, actually the antidote's gone, I dropped it on the way over here. Like it was just like so many things like that I was just like, why were we were working so hard for all of this? Although he did bring the like rifle and the bullet, and that's what like saved everything, which is like what we needed, which I thought was really cool that like Ethan facilitated that. I liked the closing where she got to see Danica and Connor and all of those people at the end and like get to know that they're in a better place. One of the main questions I had when I was reading this book, and I mentioned this before, is that I was like so concerned about Bryce's soul. And like I just kept thinking the whole time, like when she was in the other planets and she was doing all this world jumping, and when she was talking to Nesta and Azriel, she's like, I don't know what's gonna happen to my soul because I don't have it. And I love the way Sarah wrote how they had to kill the Underking in order to get her soul back. Like there was just no other way. And I love how that worked, because throughout the book, I kind of forgot that I was so concerned that she didn't have a soul. So like if she died, it was just like gone. And I'm so glad that it worked out in her favor and she got that back. And like, I don't know, I just really, really like that. And then there's just a couple things that I'm just like, okay, so you're just gonna do that. Like her ending, like the Fae kingdoms and all of that, she's just like, well, we're done. Like I feel like with Bryce's personality, I have a hard time with her because everything is a joke and everything is like nonchalant, if that makes sense. Like she just makes a joke out of a lot of stuff, which there does need to be humor in things. Like I love her and Hunt's banter, but sometimes I'm just like, I need this to be a little bit more serious. Like when I was reading Throne of Glass, and I hate to compare it to other books because they're different people, but it's like when I'm reading Throne of Glass, like this is the most serious thing ever. And Aelin is so serious, and like so is Feyre. Like she, like, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted more like boss energy from Bryce, which she does have that, but you guys know it. I don't know, maybe some of you guys get what I mean, but like her just like ending the fake kingdoms and like she just kind of like makes a joke out of stuff. I do love that she got all of the books at the end. I loved Jezebel and hers role like at the end when Jezebel just kind of like gave her life for her. I thought that was like the perfect ending to that. Other than that, I really, really loved all of it. There were a couple scenes that I was just like, so you're just gonna like kill it. Like things seem to wrap up a little bit too quickly. Like even with Sabine dying, like that was an insane scene for her to kill the Prime, but then for Ethan to just like for them to just go and kill Sabine immediately. Like I've been waiting for so long for her to die, and then it's just like that, you know what I mean? I felt the same with like the Autumn King and Morven. Like I'm like, oh, they're just like gone. Like I don't know, there were so many deaths in this book that I'd been like leading up to for so long. The only death that I was like, yes, this is exactly what I needed to happen was Lydia and Pollux. Like her incinerating that man did so much for me, like so much. I don't know why I'm just so obsessed with Lydia, like everything about her, I'm obsessed with her. So yeah, I like kind of want like more from them. I just like love her and Rune, but those are my overall thoughts. 4.5, it was amazing. I truly, truly loved it. I didn't think I was getting a fourth book, but if I do get a fourth book, I will be more than happy to be reading it. I like want to know more about like what they're doing, and there are some things that are still left open-ended. I'm really, really excited about ACOTAR. I cannot wait to see how it all kind of like plays out, especially because Bryce left like a little clue about Nesta and like her being like, you're the one who has like the star on you, like you mean more apparently, obviously, which like we always knew that, but like obviously Nesta is like made and stuff, so she's gonna mean a lot more, which I'm really, really excited about. So I just can't wait for the next ACOTAR books. Like those are just gonna be incredible, because every time I got a glimpse into like Cassian and Nesta and Rhys and Feyre, like it's like I was just like, oh my god, I miss these characters so much. It like makes me want to reread all of ACOTAR again, which I've literally already reread it because I'm like insane, but I'm like, they're just my comfort books and I can't wait to get back to those characters eventually. It's gonna be so awesome. So anyway, that is my thoughts on Crescent City. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. It was a long vlog. I was in a million different places during it, but I hope that you guys liked it. I really love documenting stuff like this. I love editing it because I love to see just like things that I think that are so wrong and then they turn in like a completely different direction. I like love that. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna do more reading vlogs in the future. I don't know which vlog I want to do next. There's a couple fantasy series that I have on my TBR. I think the next book that I'm gonna read right now is Bride, because I've been seeing it everywhere. I believe it's like vampire werewolf fantasy, and I just bought it at the airport, and it's a pretty small book, so I don't know if I'll do a reading vlog for that, but you guys know where to find me. I talk all the time on TikTok about my thoughts. I talk on my Goodreads. I leave Goodreads review if you guys aren't following me on Goodreads, and I also post it on my Instagram stories. So for books that I don't do reading vlogs on, follow me over on TikTok and on Instagram and Goodreads so you guys can see everything. But that is it for this reading vlog, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.